You are now listening to Hong Kong 2, the only podcast sanctioned by People's Republic of China. Full episodes only on patreon.com/HK2podcast.
This is a very special episode of HK2. We have Mandel Nallo.
Woo!
We are very blessed to have him here. This is sort of serendipitous. He's been doing the Renaissance Men with Ryan and Luke, who are not here.
Because Mandel whooped their ass.
And Mandel, Mandel is an OG in terms of knowing of the MDE sphere, particularly Nick's stuff and Shamonics. Was that your sort of introduction?
What was
my
your
foray
introduction?
into this stuff was Ideas Man.
Wow! Thank you, computer.
Yeah.
Or no.
Like
Ideas Man was not.
Ideas Man was separate from that. But
That's my.
what
bad.
really stuck out to me was Charles as the trash druid, where he said something like, "Who's watching? You better be watching your kids because somebody's watching them," or something like that. Where he was like,
That's such a power. That's such a
there's
prolific thing to say.
Such a Charles thing to
There's
say.
like a bonfire lighting, and he had newspapers stuffed into his collar. And I just remember thinking, like, I gotta watch more of this. This is
Figure this
crazy.
out.
So YouTube, like the early YouTube era of
MD stuff,
Deep.
and then obviously the they were in Williamsburg or something. In
the hipster
fashion.
thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
hipster.
that was really.
They were making fun of me and you, Mandel.
Exactly. Like bullshit hipsters that are like, oh yeah, I drink Americanos or whatever. That type of shit. Like that was resonant with me. And then since then, I fought in Connecticut and went to Nick's antique shop.
Yes,
then,
his brick and mortar actual shop. Yes,
and then got to know the guys through that.
That's
And
beautiful.
Just been around.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And Mandel is currently, well, you could explain it better myself, but you recently, what's the word for inductee or in terms of the UFC?
I got a UFC contract is like what you would say. Yeah, it's
deal.
tough to do, I guess,
Yeah.
especially for a guy who's been at it as long as I have. Like I've been successful in the sport for sure, but making it into the UFC is like a bigger deal.
Yes,
than
absolutely.
all the other shit I've done. So yeah, recently a UFC guy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
In fantastic fashion, I may say.
Yeah.
As a fan
Thanks, guys.
of the sport and Mandel, it's been very fun to hang out.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, we were going at it at the pub.
We did a good pub sesh.
Yeah.
Feel like you just talk about what you want. Pubs are good for just like getting into whatever you want to talk about.
Mandel didn't show up with but
Yeah,
we did.
I left it at home this time.
That is a tale for a different time. That
That's
is an
for the
inside
Patreon.
joke. That's an inside joke. It's inside joke.
I had
nothing,
an earring in that I decided to pull out.
It's inside joke has nothing to do with
Anybody
character shit.
you guys know or anybody
this
that
is
exists?
that is an inside joke. All right, now Joseph's in the pocket right now with the
Sorry.
No, it's good. No, it's good. It's funny because
There's no Luke here to fucking.
Well, first of all, Luke has no excuse.
Mm.
Ryan has an excuse.
Ryan has an
Ryan
excuse
has
for
three
everything
young
in life.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke,
He needed a bath.
was he really beat up today?
No. I feel like it was an easy day for them. Yes, yesterday was rough.
Okay.
Because the
Just 'cause
2-a-day.
just because.
Well, it was
First
also
day.
like first day of being introduced. Like they're hanging out with a guy who's in the fucking UFC.
Yeah.
He's rolling with them. He's it was a lot to take in, but I think today was really fun. And I don't see why the fuck Luke isn't here.
He's babying himself. He's
Luke
kind
is
of
a baby.
living
He needed a bath.
He knows
it's
it.
kind of a self-care situation. He's
Yeah.
really taking care of himself. I feel like Luke lives like Oprah or Gail Simmons. It's a lot.
Oprah. I like Oprah.
Yeah.
I
Gail
like
Simmons is her
Oprah.
friend that also takes care of herself a lot.
Yeah. I think that's an apt comparison.
You know, if something's
thank
sore,
you for that.
he's going to take care of it for sure.
Oprah. I haven't thought of Oprah in years, actually.
She's been off the air.
What is
Is
she
she
doing
off
now?
the
What
air?
is she doing now? She's Ellen.
If I was
Hanging
her,
out-
I'd be doing dick. I'd be sitting in the fucking Caribbean somewhere. being
Hanging out with
Oprah.
John of God. Did you ever hear about him?
No, what's that?
He was like a cult leader in Brazil
Oh,
that was
yes,
like
I've
a
heard of
healer,
that.
but
John
also
of
a
God,
big creep. Yeah.
I've
And
heard
she
of
was
that.
she like had him on her show and
Mm.
stuff. Yeah. That was a crazy.
She likes to invite pedophiles and stuff.
yeah,
like
you
on
know,
her
she's
show.
plugged in.
Oprah's a bit of a pedo herself.
You don't climb that high without, dabbling in that.
Yeah, it's,
that
and, Oprah, Ellen.
Well, I was just
Exactly.
gonna say, did you see
Yeah.
the Flesh Sim video that's on the site? I'd never seen that. She had an exclusive interview with the security guard who
The
got
Vegas shooter
shot
guy.
by the guy. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the diagram. Yeah,
the
yeah.
weirdest. That was fucking strange, man.
That was strange.
And they were just like, let's put this to bed and then
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
And apparently that guy just lives in Vegas, and his family is taken care of, and like he doesn't exist really anywhere anymore.
I believe it.
They were just like, shut up, don't talk about it. We'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Calmed.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's weird because like I've noticed with like meeting people from people who visit to do shows with us, not us, but like Sam and them.
Yeah.
They're either, it's almost like they're fully every conspiracy or just not.
Yeah.
So they're like Sandy I may be too early into the
Bleep.
YouTube. Andy Book deniers, and then like flat earthers. They're all of that, or they're nothing. It seems to be either or. Mandel, could I get you?
Sorry.
Just a little
closer.
No worries.
Yeah.
But it seems to be all or nothing for a lot of, and I like to have a little nuance with like.
I think anybody who's worth their weight in anything has views that are on both sides of what we like to call the right and left, and also like
what
some
we like to call them.
what we as a
Who's we?
society like call, like I don't know. I just think it's all, you're gonna get the hippie Joseph here. What I'm getting at is
Joe.
anybody who's not a fucking retard, like back on base.
He said it.
Yeah,
Nice.
anybody who's not that retarded has views that are both considered, like there's no, if you're a one issue person, you're fucking
Yeah.
stupid. Like I'm a Republican because I'm pro-life, or I'm, whatever. It's just fucking stupid.
It's it's like
So the trap. I'll set the mic down now.
no, for sure. I mean, it's everybody's got their own set of views.
I think it's fun to be a conspiracy guy, but becoming a true conspiracy guy will shut a lot of doors to yourself. Like if that's all you can talk about is like somebody brings up 9/11 or whatever, and all you can talk about is how it's an inside job in Israel or whatever, then you're like, oh, everybody's like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
But if you can like, play the game and talk about it and
Yeah.
like think about different angles on things, then you're more normal and you're still having fun in the world. You
have to
like,
have charisma and know how to talk
and just get understand that like people aren't going to meet you where you're at all the time.
Yeah.
Like you might be further down the path than the average person, and
Absolutely.
so you can play the game a little bit. You know, you don't have to be full flat Earth, but you can say, maybe there's a firmament.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going?
Yeah, you can you can give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I'm the type to hear things and then I'll be even the normal pod, I'll make a claim and then I'll say, by the way, I don't know if this is true or not, so don't this is not legal advice.
No, for sure.
This is all just for jest. I mean, this podcast specifically, we just usually bullshit about absolutely nothing.
This and that.
This and that. But I'm more interested because you're our first Canadian guest.
Is that true?
Really?
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Yes.
Wow.
And I like
Prestigious.
That's right.
I like I like Toronto, and I like that area of the North America because
Mhm.
I like the Midwest a lot. I
Yeah.
like Chicago and Milwaukee and Detroit and Michigan.
Mhm.
And it feels similar.
Yeah, quite similar.
And I don't know. Would you say that a GTA Ian is similar to like somebody from Detroit, or I don't know if you've been in
I would say we're like being from Toronto, we're more similar to New Yorkers.
Oh,
Yeah.
because of how big of the city is. Like,
Big city, we have a bit of a chip on our shoulder about being the big city in the country,
Mhm.
like we're kind of the driver for the culture in the country. I think that's what New Yorkers are like there. And there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
counterbalance. Like Vancouver is not what Los Angeles is to New York to Toronto.
I see.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like there is no counterbalance on the west side of the country.
I see.
In
Okay.
my opinion, like we have, or whatever, Toronto has Drake.
Yeah.
There is no,
Sorry.
there is no other side. There's no Kendrick Lamar 2-hour Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas
we might have had what's his name? As disrespectful, but Pop Smoke or 50 Cent.
50 Cent is, yes, exactly. Yeah, you guys have a ton of New York's
Yeah.
a rap thing or whatever, but like culturally, Toronto,
Snow. You guys had Snow.
we had Snow, but also from Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, there's no West Coast rapper or culture driver.
There's no BC rapper that's big.
I can't think of anybody. Maybe, you know what, Sublime is probably from West Coast BC. I might be wrong.
So I thought they were California.
You're
Are they
probably
some-
right, but West
Same
Coast
thing.
vibes, whatever.
Yeah.
Right,
I think
yeah.
I
The
think
whole
I'm- I
West
think you're
Coast
probably
is
right.
the West
If
Yeah,
we're
Coast.
talking
exactly.
in
It's
like
all a
the
bunch of
primal,
stoners with
like,
dreadlocks.
it's- yeah.
No, but Toronto has that like superiority
Yeah.
essence that I think New York has, where it's like,
Yeah,
we're
I
the
can see that.
busybodies. We drive the culture and the industry in the country. So I think we're a lot more similar to New York than like a Chicago. Chicago has like a bit of grit and edge, whereas Toronto does not have that.
Mm.
We're-
Toronto seems pretty lax from when we visited, for
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly.
Beautiful girls.
Cool city.
Is that Lake Ontario? What's the
Yeah,
okay,
that's the lake that Toronto's
sorry,
on.
geo
Exactly.
guessing over here.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you guys are good at that.
I saw some magnificent girls in Toronto and Montreal. Those are the only two major cities I've been to in Canada.
Mhm.
But,
Tell us more.
well, Montreal, I mean, it's international, or not.
It's
It's like there's a lot of European.
the architecture
Genetics.
for sure, and like I just think because it's francophone, you get a lot more like of a European essence to
Yeah.
it. Whereas in Toronto, it's significantly more just like Canadian down the board, or like Canadian and American.
Yeah.
Are they really
the
as
line.
militant with like the French speaking thing as like we hear?
Truly,
Yeah.
truly, yeah. Like stop signs are going to be in French. Like every
Arrête
election
or
season.
something.
What
it's
is
called?
stop? What is it?
Arrête.
Yeah.
Arrête.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I walked into a cafe when I was first in Montreal. They were like bonjour, and then I was
Mhm.
like hello, and they were like
They will be standoffish, and if you drive outside of Montreal city proper,
mhm.
like they will not speak English to you.
Yeah.
I've gone to some hospital visits in smaller spots in Quebec, and they'll be like, they don't even speak English. It's not even like they're being
It's not, they're not
snooty
even
about it.
I went to
Yeah.
McDonald's outside of Montreal,
Mhm.
and I just ordered on the kiosk,
Mhm.
Royale with cheese.
and I just made I
Chris has never
I might
seen
as,
Pulp Fiction.
I might
by
as
the way.
well have no I know McRoyale. I know what that is.
McRoyale.
Close enough.
I just used the kiosk. I said nothing.
Yeah.
To pretend that I was either deaf or
a Quebec,
Yeah, what-
Quebecer.
yeah. So, and I have French Canadian blood. My grandmother is French Canadian, but I speak only English. But it was nice. Although the only times I've been there were during the winter.
Mm.
I've never been to Toronto or Quebec.
Way nicer. Look, you guys have to book a tour in the summer.
Yeah, that would be
way
great.
nicer.
I heard the move is to do a train trip from New York City to Montreal. I don't know if that still exists, but apparently back
I think you can still do that.
That was
Amtrak,
apparently
yeah.
the move.
Oh,
An
really?
old hippie that I worked for years was like, this is what you want to do with your wife. You want to get on this train and you want to go to Montreal.
I think that's
and you're going to have a
tough.
blast.
What would that be? That would be Amtrak?
I
believe
see
so.
These days, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
when he was doing it, which is why he's a hippie and old and out of touch, was, he would have had, he probably spent as much as he could and had like a sleeper car.
Yeah, that was
him,
luxury.
Him
to
and his girl fucking the whole time and
Yeah.
like, oh, look, it's French people.
No, because
Yeah.
like the train. I took the Amtrak from Montreal to Virginia a while back, and it was rough.
Oh.
It was rough.
Well,
It
Amtrak
must
is
just
basically
stop
like
in
Greyhound
DC.
now,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
it just
Exactly.
stops in every fucking town.
Yeah. I enjoy the train. I enjoy the train.
Train is nice, but it's slow as hell.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You have
You're
to.
spoiled. Like it would have been the move if you weren't spoiled by air travel,
Yeah.
right? Like if you didn't know
Exactly.
that you could be getting somewhere in 2 hours
Yeah.
rather than 16 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
totally. You had to be like John Madden.
Just scared of flying.
Yeah.
Which I kind of am every time I fly.
Was
I'm
that
always
his
like, are we
thing?
gonna die?
Yeah, John Madden would not fly. He would drive.
He had a crazy tour bus.
Yeah.
It was a fear of flying. was
Yeah,
his
that's
thing.
why
he would
didn't
he
do
would
it.
use
Wow.
he would drive every time.
That's fucked up.
Every,
I
like,
do
football game.
understand that. The more I fly, I used to be like, oh fuck, you. As soon as I would step on board, I'd be like, my life is given over to whoever's flying this thing.
I hope they're good at their job.
It is what it is. It's out of my hands. But now that I'm older, I'm like, fuck, like, don't fuck this up. Like, you see the problems that happen. Actually, as I was flying here, the pilot was like, there's a couple dings on the bottom of the plane.
What?
What the? Why would he even tell you that?
He's like, this happens from wear and tear. It's an older
He's
aircraft.
like, we had a shit box.
Yeah,
We're gonna
exactly.
be okay
Hey
though.
guys,
It's a
just in
beater.
case I fucking kill you all, just know it wasn't my fault.
I was
It was
like, what the
plain.
fuck?
Before you're
I'm
vaporized by
depressed.
jet fuel.
I'm depressed and I've been doing mushrooms, by the way.
Exactly. I have nothing to live for. My wife just left me. Like,
yeah.
it was the craziest thing I've ever heard. He was like, yeah, there's a couple dings. It's an older plane. They should okay it and we'll be fine within a couple of minutes. I was like,
That's the
"Jeez,
oddest
buddy.
thing to say.
Keep that to yourself.
Was
Like,
that from Toronto or
it
was
was from
that
Philly to here.
So it was okay. I was going to blame it on Canada.
No, yeah, it was an American.
If you fly from Philly to here as a layover, I would just do Toronto to Philly and then take the train up.
Oh, really?
That would have been a good move. Yeah, I
should've
wouldn't have
done
even
that.
thought of that.
It's
though.
6 hours, which is
It was a
Well,
it was a
oh,
1 hour flight.
Yeah,
so-
1 hour. That's what I mean. Yeah, you're
1
spoiled-
hour beats 6 hours.
Yeah, if it was 1920 and you were like, hey, it's but
I truly, last year I flew the most of my life, and I'm very grateful for the experiences I had, but I do not like flying.
I got a good one. Have you guys ever been on a aborted landing?
Aborted. What's that?
This is okay. So you do your thing where you approach.
Mhm.
Check the lens.
You're going to land, and you get. I don't know. It felt like we were about 6 feet off the ground. Like you're waiting for the wheels, and then all of a sudden they lay on the fucking engines, and
they
you go
zoom
straight back up, and then you circle for however long for whatever reason.
Awful.
It was the worst
Yeah.
thing I've ever been in on a fucking flight.
Oh,
It's-
circling before landing?
No,
They tried to land.
We went to land, and it felt like we were the tires were about to hit the fucking tarmac.
Oh, you had to go back
and
up.
he fucking laid on the gas and went back up. And then they didn't say a fucking word to us the whole time.
All you can think about in a situation like that is like, you hear that the most dangerous points in the flight are takeoff and landing. So you're like,
Yeah, well, we
what's
fucked
the
that
issue
up.
here?
We were 0
Yeah,
for 1. Let's
exactly.
see. Yeah, what?
They were about to kill us all, and then they fixed it, and then they're going to try to
And
do
they
it again.
didn't say, "Hey, sorry about that." Like
Mhm.
nothing. Circled for 20
That's
more minutes,
crazy.
and then they landed.
Yep.
People clap. This is the first time I've ever seen
The
people
clap.
clap on. They did the
Mhm.
clap, and I was like, I'm not mad at that. Some Australian guy was sitting next to me who didn't say a word to me the whole flight. What is that? Come on, Chris.
Yeah, I'm doing
I'm
a
telling a
podcast right now.
story
Can you
here.
text me?
Is that Daniel?
Is that Marlon? Oh fuck! All right, I'm sorry. I'm doing a podcast. I'll text me.
Foxy Shazam.
Was that Daniel?
No, that was my friend Peter.
Oh, right.
He's watching Foxy Shazam, which is actually kind of crazy.
That is
Who's
funny.
Foxy
Sorry about that.
Shazam?
It's like a sasscore
Fake
band.
glam band. Like
Oh,
they're
interesting.
our age and they play like music that you would hear in 1984.
Oh,
I
weird.
think they're older.
Really?
I think they're like 40.
I'm
not that
like 40, like not your like.
I'm not 40 yet, but I'm working on it.
Mid-40s.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Anyway, let me finish. Okay,
yeah,
so
finish the story.
we land. A guy sitting next to me that I haven't spoken a word to the whole flight
Mhm.
because I'm not a psychopath. I don't try to talk to people on fucking planes.
No, yeah.
Looks
Hell.
over at me. He's
I do.
Australian. Do you? Oh.
I talk to everybody. I'm like nervous as shit. I'm like,
Mm.
hey, how you doing? Where you going? No, okay.
Oh, you're just
all
trying to
right.
like work out your own shit on
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
else. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But this guy, I haven't spoken a word to him. I realize he's Australian because he looks at me and goes, mate, I just shit my fucking pants.
Oh my
Shitty
goodness.
Australian accent. Sorry.
Yeah, it's good.
But that, and I
the
just
point
say, yeah,
across.
me too.
Yeah,
Glad
yeah.
we're alive.
I'm Australian too, dude.
Yeah. We're like, but how do you not say anything as like a pilot?
No, that
Like,
can't be best practice as an airline. They should be.
there's got to be something in place. It's like, okay, you say this when you abort a landing.
Yeah, something that's a little bit assuaging to the people that are on board. You can't be like, whoops.
That's how
Yeah.
I learned. That's
We'll
how I
go
learned that
again.
aborted landing was a thing. Like
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
phrase. Like
Yeah.
that,
That's
you know,
fucked up.
Yeah,
Aborted?
abort. Yeah, like
Oh.
yeah. Close
Yeah,
hanger.
yeah.
Close
We-
hanger to
Flying.
my.
We can't land right now. We're gonna have to do a circuit back, but what we're gonna do is land
exactly.
and well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to say I have like my tiger stripes, but
Mm.
I did Sydney and back from the East
Nice.
Coast,
I want to do that.
and that was a bit much. I was Boston to Hawaii direct, 12 hours. Hawaii to Sydney, 12 hours.
Nice.
And then that same thing back. And
I will say,
it was bad.
long flights are significantly better than short flights, though. In my opinion,
Oh.
I like being on there. They're giving you your meals. You got your movies. You know.
Do you do the compression socks?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Is that like a real risk? Like I'm going to die from
I
that
mean,
one?
it might be for fat people.
That's
I'll
why
get
I'm
there.
asking, Chris.
I'll get there. Yeah, that could be the case. But I like the fact that like we're on here for 12 hours. They have to take care of me. You have
Right.
2 hours.
Mhm.
They're like, fuck off.
Yeah,
You're only here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're not giving you water.
you might get a
You might get a Biscoff
you might
cookie
get a
if you're lucky.
soda, maybe.
Exactly. You might get a Canada Dry.
Yeah.
And then the seatbelt light goes off, and then it comes right back on because like we're
Yeah,
preparing
'cause
for
you're done.
landing in
Yeah,
40
yeah.
minutes.
Sorry,
You know?
Mandel. I know you're like a fighter and shit, but if
Mhm.
you're really like tough, you don't give a fuck about that light.
I do.
If you got to piss or you got to shit, you fucking do it.
I hold it. I'm a real lady on a flight.
I mean, I am too. I'm a pussy, dude. I'm such a pussy. Like, I'll be the guy who's like looking at the light when somebody next to me is getting up. I'm like, you sure about that?
Yeah.
It says
Yeah,
seatbelt.
don't
Like you might
I-
get fucked up.
Don't fuck with them.
Yeah,
This-
that's me. Yeah.
2021, I was breaking up with my girlfriend, and I was coming back from LA.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, this is really funny.
Mm.
I was really emotionally fucked,
Mm.
and I was drinking.
This is really funny. I was fucked.
I
up.
was really emotionally fucked, and I was watching like the Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers movie.
I was gonna say Sleepless in Seattle, like ironically, and you said Tom Hanks. I was like, no way, no way.
It was the Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers movie.
When was this? How long ago?
2021, 2020.
Oh, okay, so recent. Yeah, because I feel like that movie is recent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Just broke. I didn't break. I was going through turmoil with my girlfriend at
Sure.
the time, and I was like ordering booze, and I was watching Toy Story 4. I was crying. I was crying.
Sorry.
I was
buddy,
being.
that
I was
sucks.
like
That sucks.
taking the intricacies of like the turmoil I was going through with my girlfriend and like interpreting it in the
Through
Toy
the
Story
through
characters of
Pixar.
through Pixar.
Little Bo Peep,
and they could see I was crying. Sort of, I was kind of hiding the cry, and the gay flight attendant was like, "Do you want another one?" And they were throwing me some shit for free.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Because they knew I was going through some
You're going
shit.
through some
Nice.
stuff.
They hooked me up,
Yeah.
and I was like, and I'm like crying over like I think my girlfriend. I think I like found out my ex was like, just like.
Being a bitch.
No, more so. I was just like finding out about her past.
Yeah.
Let's just say that vaguely.
Yes,
And
yes.
That
okay.
would make a young man sad.
And yeah,
If
I was
it
like
was a
20.
bad
I was like
past.
25, and I was like, and we were like talking, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, but I was, and the nice, I don't need to say he's gay.
Yeah,
but
he was.
He was,
But he was nice.
he was giving me free booze,
Yeah.
and
Good.
that was
He
a
was
nice
planning
experience.
on escorting you into the Mile High
Meanwhile,
Club.
you know that now that's like a white pilling thing. If the girl you're currently breaking up with was being
whore.
a certain type of girl,
And the guy who
then
saved
you
him.
should have been smiling ear to ear watching Toy Story 4. You know, you're
I
like,
should have been.
"Ooh,
Oh, I was
they're-"
going on a whole different kick. I was gonna say, your girl fucked your life up, and now a man is making you feel better and giving.
Oh,
maybe
no.
you,
A gay man.
Maybe you were wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, no, I was like, there's a. I'm not gonna. It's a little too
silver
early.
lining. It's silver
It's
lining.
a silver lining, but I will take if it's free, it's for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool thing that gay guy did for you.
I think it is too. I think I would.
Yeah, that
I
was
think if I
taken
was,
out of context.
if I was that
That's
gay
cool
guy,
if that gay guy hooked you up.
if
Yeah,
I was that gay guy, I would have sucked your dick. I'd have been like, this kid needs
that's probably
a
against
pick me up.
against
and I'm
company
gonna give it to-
policy.
Yes,
That's
pick me up.
American
Yeah,
Airlines.
that's not allowed.
Thank you for flying
It
American.
was JetBlue. It was JetBlue.
Yeah,
It was not American Airlines. Free Wi-Fi. But anyways, enough about the flying. It's already giving me anxiety. Mandel, is it have you done like podcasts formally like many times?
no, not really.
No?
Like I did PGL one time.
Yeah.
Me and my friends, you know, remotely tried to do like some MMA thing, but no, not really. Like podcasting to me is you have to like it does take, it's a muscle you have to learn how to flex, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Talking like shooting the shit.
Talking generally and like making it work
Yeah.
is difficult.
Yeah, because you being here and doing this especially, I mean, most of the stuff we film on here is like so. I don't want to say it doesn't have value, but it's not. We don't have people who. The first word that came to mind was tradesman, and I don't want to say that. Fighting in MMA is a trade.
It is,
but
it's a
but
trade,
it is.
Sure,
it
it is.
is in a sense.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would like if you had any insight into just, or it can even be in the form of stories or whatever, or even if there's like spicy whatever stories from the inside that you can say publicly or whatnot. That would be a good opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is gonna get 2,000 views. So
Yeah, no, so I'll go as crazy as I want.
So, yeah. So you can,
George St. Pierre is a piece of shit.
Oh,
So-
No, he's the best guy. He's the best guy. in the world.
No. The people in the comments are not gonna know any of
Yeah,
these people.
GSP's
anyways.
the man. That was a joke. But I will say, MMA, for as interesting as it seems,
Mhm.
is fairly mundane in the day to day. Like
Yeah.
the average dude is like me, like a dude with a family who's kind of a dork,
Yeah.
I played World of Warcraft in high school, and I just decided that I wanted to get really good at this thing. Like
Yes.
it could be anything. It's just that I chose fighting in a cage, and it is what it is.
What
And
was your original martial art?
I started with a thing called Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, which is
Okay. Yeah.
one of the stranger, like smaller niche.
Is that the origins of jujitsu?
Essentially, yeah. Like a Japanese guy who knew judo went to Brazil and taught those guys judo and jiu-jitsu, and then they transformed it into what everybody knows as Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Who was the Brazilian that made that happen?
What's his name? It is not Henzo. No. Helio Gracie. Yeah.
He's the old man.
Gracie's
You'll see him in like some of this is like 90-year-old man in a gi, and he's just like
he looks
he's like just shriveled up.
He's a Brazilian man.
Yeah.
He's a Brazilian man.
He's a Brazilian man. Yeah. Helio is
Why
is
Brazil?
the progenitor, because there were a lot of Japanese.
I was gonna say there was some Japanese migration.
Some migration from Japan to Brazil.
There's a lot of Portuguese influence in Japan. Maybe that had to do with it.
There might have been some crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, like Portuguese travelers, like
There's a huge history of Portugal traveling to Japan. There's areas of Japan that are like Portuguese.
Interesting.
I
had no idea.
Yeah. But that might have something to do with it. But anyways, go on.
Yeah. So they really popularized it, and like the Gracies, obviously they popularized jiu-jitsu, and they made it into what it is today. But the thing they are, more so than martial artists even, they are marketers, and they did a really good job at growing the thing that they got good at globally. So they started the first UFC, is the Gracies. They bought Ultimate Fighting Championship, and they ran it, and they, some theories are that they kind of made sure that their guy.
Yeah. I was just going to ask you that. Is that like the theory that like that's why Hoist won the first one?
Exactly. Yeah. They kind of hedged their bets in a way that their guy, Hoist Gracie, who is the meekest, least like combat, optically, the least fighterly.
And this is in the days of open weight class.
Yeah. So
no rules.
You can fight anybody.
I can punch you in the dick.
What year?
90?
I have no idea. Yeah, like early 90s.
Maybe late 80s? I'm not sure. Yeah.
And he won the first tournament. Like, to his credit, he's the man. Like, and almost every single modern MMA coach will tell you that Hoist Gracie is the reason that they picked up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu
because of UFC 1.
Because they were like, oh, Hoist Gracie is 160 pounds, and he beat this 220-pound guy with jiu-jitsu. They're like, oh fuck, that's cool. And so I don't know what your original question is, but
just the origins, slurring my words, the origins of BJJ.
Yeah, so that's it. Like, that's it, kind of.
Is that what we started at?
Could have been.
I think we were just talking about and we got sidetracked. Yeah. We were talking about you, and we got on the jiu-jitsu thing.
But
so
that's so for me, like the UFC was also that for me, like in the way that my coach and other MMA coaches were like, UFC 1, Hoist Gracie is the man. I saw Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, fight a guy called Vernon Tiger White.
I remember that one.
And beat the shit out of him. And this is when I had maybe started doing Japanese jiu-jitsu for like 2 months. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, fuck, I got to do that. Like, that's the coolest shit in the world. And Chuck Liddell was a really charismatic, magnetic figure in the MMA world. He wore these sweet shorts that were like icicles growing out of his shorts. And he fought with his hands down. He had this fucked up mohawk that like nobody can
I remember
pull
that,
off.
Nobody had that mohawk.
Yeah, and it's like nobody can have that mohawk. It looks retarded on anybody except for Chuck Liddell. And he was just knocking everybody out. And he had a goatee. Like goatee's a bad look no matter who you are.
Yeah, forever.
You look like your uncle that shows up
Yeah,
and like brings a 24 pack.
Goatee is for like physical education teachers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where you're like, that guy's no good.
That guy talks to the younger women in class.
Coach Rick shouldn't be around those girls.
Yeah.
You know, that's the goatee look. And
it's the teacher that talked to the fucking 15-year-old.
exactly. Which everybody had in high school.
Yeah,
I forget my
of
guy's
course.
name, but it was always like he'd be dating the girl as soon as she turns 18.
Mr. Kreider.
I can drop a solid
Mr. Kreider, I know you're probably dead, but
Was he a
shouldn't have
diddler?
done that to those girls.
he wasn't a diddler, but he was talking.
He was groomer.
I remember he's talking to fucking 16-year-olds. He's like, Ashley's she's got a ghetto ass.
Yeah.
I'm like that. She's 16.
that's
You're
rough.
fucking
He was a diddler.
39.
He was a
Yeah.
diddler.
He's like,
we had a convicted diddler that was like
Oh,
after
my
I got out of
goodness.
high school, and it made sense.
every single person who went to high school has a guy
Oh, yeah.
who was like,
Even if
You know,
he
he
didn't
was
get
like-
caught, he was there.
yeah. And like, you knew, everybody knew.
It makes you question why people become teachers.
Yes.
No, yeah, exactly.
Well,
Sure.
some
in
people,
general.
some people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
come
good
on.
teachers.
There's
good.
good
I don't want to. There's
Don't
good
let-
teachers.
Don't let 10,000 bad apples spoil the batch.
Spoil the
Yeah.
bunch. Public school's a safe place. It's good.
It's good now, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
We did this at the bar already. Should we?
You know what,
continue?
Cassidy? Yeah, like every gym teacher's like, you know what, Cassidy, you should come to my house to, I got an
I
above
could
ground
stretch you
pool.
out
Yeah,
like
I got an above ground
in
pool.
private.
You should do your physio
The
in my
fucking
house.
science teachers, the science and history teachers in my school were
Mhm.
also the female basketball coaches.
Oh boy.
Is that a
yeah.
common thread?
Yes.
Science,
Because they know
the
enough.
science,
male science,
They know
teacher?
male science
Okay.
and history teachers were also
Okay.
the basketball and like
inclu-
volleyball
the
coaches at my
inclusion of
school.
history made sense
No,
for
it's
me.
because
Yeah.
they're dorks that watch sports and they
Yes.
know plays.
Right.
So they're like, I'll
Yes.
do that. Because
I can do that. Yeah.
the-
Yeah, and they're like,
the school's underfunded. So they're like, can a guy do another job for us?
yeah,
Can I
Yeah.
spend
Yeah.
another 8 hours?
Exactly.
every
And then he's like,
Yeah,
you
whatever.
know what, Melissa, you should come to my house and watch tape. We could watch.
yeah.
We could watch the WNBA, and you'll.
Are you familiar
you'll
with
look at
Rebecca
jump-
Lobo's
I know you're.
games? I'd
you-
like to show you. Some
Yeah,
films.
your mom is like super lax and like will let you do that. So yeah, go
You
for
drive
it.
over to my house, and you can drink and drive.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
You're good to drink and drive. At least two.
Have you had a Singram's wine cooler before?
Yeah,
they're
wine
really,
coolers.
they're
for
really
yeah.
tasty.
Yeah.
They're
You're 18. You can yeah.
You're
Take-
basically
take a
18.
sip. Take a
Mike's
sip.
Hard. You drink Mike's Hard.
Yeah.
You fuck around with Mike's Hard?
Dude, yeah. Mike's hard to a 16-year-old girl is like
It's a blowout.
that's
It's
like that's like the
it's like a Mike's Hard to me.
yeah. That's the holy grail. But so but what are the nuances and like not to harp on this too much, but what are the like nuances and recent like happenings with your UFC sort of endeavors?
Yeah, so I got hired in September, and I broke my nose in that fight. So you get like oh, sorry,
Yeah.
you get you need a medical clearance. Like if you get injured in any way, you need to be cleared by a physician before you can book another fight.
Mhm.
So I got offered a fight, but I wasn't cleared to fight on that date that they offered me. So that didn't work out. And then now I'm just waiting on a date, and then I'm good to go. Like
Nice.
it's cool because once you're in the UFC, like the roster is so big that and the money is good enough that you don't need to worry about your opponent backing out. That's the big problem in MMA is if I book a fight regionally, I'm fighting for like if I'm a draw, I'm fighting for like $2,000. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like my opponent might be fighting for less, and the chances that he's going to want to go through a whole camp, which is going to cost him more than the fight, and then risk not only the backstep in his career if he loses to me, but also the risk of injury is so high that like the chances of him pulling out are super high. So regionally, guys pull out all the time.
Is that why sometimes in these regional cards we see a lot of fights that are like guys that are like, you'll see somebody who's like 5-1 against a guy who's like 0-3.
Yes, exactly.
Something like it's
so,
just
so the guy who's 0-3 is doing a job. He's going
Right.
like, I need to fill this slot. I'm getting paid $1,000 flat, but the prospect is getting work. And like, if your record is big enough, maybe you'll get a call from the UFC or PFL or whatever. They're big enough and they will get the guy over. So like the prospect is generally not fighting a guy who's too risky.
Mhm.
Two prospects generally don't fight each other because the money's not good enough. Like, why would two guys that are 9-0 fight each other?
risk versus reward. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's not,
So like, and the money's not good, right? So, it's all journeymen or cans fighting good guys, and like that happens until you make it to the big show or until you make it to contender, which I just fought on or whatever it is.
What this might be a conflict of interest, but
Mm.
why is the money not good with how much money is circulating in this,
Yeah.
in this
So
industry?
that's the crazy thing. Like,
I don't want to like
it's all-
stir the pot with
He's
that.
It's all
looking
good.
for views off of your back,
No,
Mandel.
I'm just wondering.
He's trying to fuck you up right
I'm
now.
about to get
No,
fired. for this.
just from like a speculative. You
No,
can,
yeah, for sure. Like, fighter compensation is a big issue in the sport, and it's totally different than other combat sports. But the UFC has their model,
Yeah.
and it works for them. And the unfortunate thing, well, look, I'm a UFC man through and through.
Yeah.
But they pay better than everybody else.
Mhm.
Like,
Even though it's not
even though
what
it's
it
not what it
should
could be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like
Should be.
exactly.
Should
Like
be. I mean, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm sorry.
a bench
But-
rider in the NBA is living to the degree that a UFC champion could not aspire to.
Exactly.
I see.
Which is-
That's a
which
good
is crazy.
analogy.
And that's
yeah.
and that
right.
in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, there's no room for a fighters union in the UFC. And that's
No, and especially because, and maybe we're getting into hairy territory or whatever, but like Dana White, for as great of a businessman as he is so tied into United States politics now that like there's going to be no substantial change while he's the president of the UFC and the CEO of the UFC because he has so much pull. There's going to
on
be
a whole, but on a whole, like as a sport,
exactly
like there should be, like you guys shouldn't be
People should-
contractors,
but-
right? Like
but-
that's not.
because it's an oppositional sport. There's always going to be some Band-Aid guy that's like, I'll fight for that money. What are you talking about? This guy's
Right.
being
Okay.
entitled.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And
And that doesn't, and you know, they can make a personality out of anybody if they want to.
Exactly,
And
because-
that's- yeah.
whatever the promotion is controls the narrative to the fan base. And the fan base is not that educated in the sport.
Mhm.
They can make a star in 6 months.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, famously, they fired it or whatever. Like, they didn't fire, but they got rid of a guy called Demetrius Johnson, who's like arguably the best fighter of all time.
Right.
And
The great Ben Askren trade.
yes,
That's-
exactly.
that's-
And then
yeah.
like he disappeared in the eyes of the fans. It's not the UFC's fault that happened. It's the fact that the fans like they only watch one thing. So the fact that Demetrius Johnson ended up fighting elsewhere,
at the height of his career.
at the height
And
of
that's
his
like
career,
for everybody listening, Demetrius Johnson, like Michael Jordan of MMA. I mean, for
Yeah,
lack of a
like-
better
like,
term, I mean,
but-
right?
but to some people's opinion, like he was arguably to me top 2 guys of all
Technique
time.
wise, like
Exactly.
you can't. Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
but because he wasn't fighting in the UFC, he was irrelevant in the eyes of the larger fan base. And that's the issue. Is like you never have enough pull to say you're gonna pay me what I'm owed, because they'll just fire you and replace you with another guy.
Would unionization fix that?
Yes and no. I mean, it would make more work for the fighters for sure. Like some guys, I think, like the fact that you just like plug and play. You get into the UFC, you
Well, it
fight.
benefits the everyman who's not, you know, somebody who's can just have the opportunity on the, you know, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like if you're just a goofball who likes fighting in a cage here and there, it's easy. You make a couple $1,000, you do it, and
I can think of some names I want to throw by you later on. Yeah.
yeah, sure. But like, if you're a guy who really cares and like you do want to resonate with people and like have a broader message, it is a little bit disheartening in that way, where like you're only as strong as the UFC is willing to make you, or the sport is willing to make you in general. You know what I mean?
That's like a powerful distinction.
Mhm.
Like when you're because you're coming from you're a big WWF guy.
No, I'm a huge mixed martial arts guy.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
you were a WWE
No,
guy.
quite the
No,
opposite. When I was
really?
a kid, yeah. I mean, up until
Yeah.
I won't get into that. That's a whole nother talk. But yeah, I stopped watching wrestling when I was in like 7th grade and just didn't care
for
anymore.
kids.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Well, no,
I mean,
there's a deeper story, but I don't want to get in front of
The
that
Owen
on the
Hart
camera.
thing really fucked it up for you. Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Dude, yeah.
I feel like that's
deep Joe lore.
It is.
Deep
and
Joe
I'm not
lore.
willing to do it right now, but we'll talk.
Yeah, for sure.
But you
'Cause
just hit the nail.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that was
We're
like
the right age, yeah.
a defining moment in the wrestling lore. Owen Hart famously died on broadcast,
Right.
which is like crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like there's conspiracy theories around that.
Yeah.
I'd love
Well,
it.
not that matters to me, but that
Yeah.
it's
It's a hairy issue for sure.
Yeah.
mhm. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Well, no, just
Coming at it
just
from different
nuances in the UFC. And
Oh
just
no,
like,
you were saying I'm deep mixed martial arts fan from I would say 2002, 3.
What was mixed martial arts before the modern before UFC, like modern day? Because I remember UFC was started in what, like 2005? No,
much earlier. Like,
really?
I wanna
the
say-
UFC.
I want to say around 90,
Yeah.
Really? Earlier?
maybe 91, something like that.
Wait, 91?
Yeah,
UFC
yeah,
was 91?
Mhm.
Oh,
somewhere around there,
There were-
early
there-
90s.
Yeah, like there were iterations of it. I forget when the UFC was officially started, but it originated as Brazilian no holds barred combat.
yeah.
yeah.
And then-
NHB.
yes, exactly.
Ooh.
Which is truly NHB. They could punch each other in the nuts. They could do whatever.
Valley
Yeah.
Tudo is
It's
same, different.
It's different. No holds barred means like there are no rules.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Right.
And then the UFC just became a brand of sort of NHB, and they kind of augmented the rules for Royce Gracie to be able to win the initial.
That's what you were kind of getting at
Yeah.
earlier, which is interesting that the whole kind of corporatization of it, like from the beginning, even before the guys that like people like to blame Zuffa and all that shit
Mhm. No, it was like it was a
and-
marketing ploy
from the beginning.
From the beginning,
That's
like the reason the rules
Wow.
are what they are is to put
Promote the
Brazilian
Gracies.
Jiu-Jitsu into the line.
I
Well, like
see.
particularly the Gracies. Right?
Yes,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Which was part of what I think you were getting at before, was like the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu as its own company.
Mhm.
The
No,
way
they're
that they
huge.
just
They're
took over, like there's a Gracie gym in what, like
every
50 cities across
Mhm.
the country, probably more.
For-
Probably, yeah.
Me being a retard, mixed martial arts,
Mhm.
can that be reduced to like, is that just a combination of like BJJ, like
Boxing, kickboxing.
Yeah, it's kind of
is it a set? Is it a set? Is it like a
no, it's taken on its own thing, like it's
Yeah.
its own sport, but like
Mhm.
it's a mixture of, let's say, striking, wrestling, and grappling. Those are
Okay.
like the
That's like the basic
yeah.
triad?
So,
of-
so like some striking art could be kickboxing, it could be Muay Thai, it could
Mhm.
be karate, whatever.
taunting.
Yes,
Which is
taunting,
well,
sticking
that
your
to me
tongue
is the
out.
beauty of the sport, which is what when I really got into it in the early 2000s was even more apparent. Was there was a guy who's like, I'm a boxer, And the guy who's, you know, Hoist Gracie, who's I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. And it was kind of like, you know, seeing what was like the better martial art.
It was real life Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
Right, yeah.
You know, where like
That's the name.
this style.
The name of the episode is Real Life Mortal Kombat. Now.
Yes,
perfect.
yes.
Yeah, perfect.
You know, like you've watched some old like the Mortal Kombat movie. I'm sure you watched.
I have not. No.
What? Yeah, Chris doesn't watch movies.
I'm a piece of shit.
That's why earlier I was like, he's never seen Pulp Fiction. Like an asshole. I'm like, he's never seen a fucking movie.
But yeah, like
I've seen Pulp Fiction.
I know you. I got it.
So the cool aspect to me as a kid was like, what style is best? You know, like I love
that's
the
what
idea
drew
of
me
like
in,
of like kung fu being like, is Iron Body better than monkey style? Like I like that like whole thing. And
it's
then
alluring,
playing like Tekken 3 was like ooh, capoeira, because Eddie Gordo does capoeira.
It gave you the styles.
Exactly. Eddie Gordo does.
What was
capoeira.
King Muay Thai?
King was wrestling. King was
he just had like a Muay Thai
wrestling.
Skin like towards the end, right?
So
King had that jacket on.
The Muay Thai fighter. So Brian Fury did kind of Muay Thai, and then Bruce was the Muay Thai fighter. He was a black guy.
Okay, yeah.
Bruce was a Muay Thai fighter.
Fucking long.
What was the dude with the high top, the blonde high top? Jack Jace?
Paul Fury.
Paul,
yeah.
Paul. It wasn't Paul Fury because it's Brian.
It was just
Fury.
Paul, wasn't it?
It was just Paul.
I think it was just Paul.
I gotta get Tekken on the PS2. I gotta get.
No, yeah, that game was a big time. Oh,
Tekken
3 and Tekken 5 were huge for
Tekken is legit.
And I was never a Jin guy. Jin annoyed me. Even though he was a karate fighter, he was the main character. But
Capoeira
Eddie.
Is Capoeira
Brazilian?
Yeah.
They say it's like born out of slavery. They say like because slaves weren't allowed to learn a fighting style, they had to couch it and hide it.
And they were like pretending
dancing.
they were dancing.
Pretending to do some dance.
Okay.
What the fuck was that movie? You'll remember there was a movie about capoeira that was like, and it was like a terrible like 90s. It was like the guy brought it to the inner city. I'm going to teach these guys how to do. What the fuck?
I don't know.
That's it. Will somebody look it up and tell us?
Guys, we're going to the Patreon. We got Mandel Nallo here. Very special guest. Very blessed to have him. We're going to the Patreon. Patreon.com/HK2podcast. And we're going to talk more about Tekken and
this and that
secrets.
video games. We're
Train by
the video
day,
game.
HK2 podcast by night, motherfucker.
Full episodes only on patreon.com/HK2podcast.